Now that I have my game mostly working, I want to create a menu screen before my actual game. Now my problem is at the moment my game takes up the majority of um, my timeline. Well, I've got one frame here, but also my scenes as well. It's the only scene in there. So what I have to do first of all is I have to add some more scenes. So hidden under the other panels here in Window is the scene menu. Now this scene 1 here is my game, so I'm going to rename that as game, and I'm going to add another scene. Now at the moment game will play before scene 2, so I need to drag that up to the top, and I'm going to call this intro. And on my intro scene, I'm just going to move that away for a sec. I'm going to have a play button, and it's probably going to be cooler than just a black button. So I'm going to have a rainbow button, and I'm going to add some text. Now the problem is with text, depending on what computer you're on, doesn't look the best. So once I'm going to change the color of that, let's change that back. Once I change the color of that and make sure that I spell everything correctly, I need to break that apart, because if I don't break that apart, the font that is stored on this computer won't transfer to the next computer. So I'm just going to break it apart, modify, break apart, and I'm going to do it twice so that it becomes part of the picture. Once I do that, I can't edit it like text, but I can actually edit it like an image. So I could pull things out and do different stuff with text. Now, this is my button at the moment. What I need to do is, first of all, convert it to a button and then code it. So in order to convert it to a button, modify, convert to symbol. I'm going to make sure this says button here, and I'm going to call it play button. And OK. So now it has a blue outline around it, and over on the properties here you'll notice that it says button, and we need to give it an instance name. I'm going to call it BTN play. Now we need to add some actions to it so that it will do something. We're going to add those actions to frame 1. Now first of all, a hint, if I play this now, notice how what will happen is you'll go from the first frame to the second frame, the first frame to the second frame over and over again, which is why it blinks. So the first thing we have to do is actually put a stop script on that first frame. So we make sure that the play button is not selected and that we've actually selected layer 1, frame 1, and we're going to put stop on here. So that will stop the script so that my button will actually just appear there. Now if I click on this now, nothing will happen because I haven't actually coded that button yet. Now, code the button, I need button play dot on release equals function, open bracket, close bracket. Now, notice that I put the end parentheses after I put the beginning in, just to make sure that I've put it in. Now, button play is the name of the button. We'll just double check this by going to here, button play, that's right. On release is the event that's going to happen. So what's going to play in here is going to happen when you release the button. And function just means that it's a function that you are about to create. Now, I'm going to go to and play, and the information that I'm passing here is the name of the scene, which is game, comma, the name of the frame. So in this case, frame 1. So I'm going to, when I click on the button, I'm going to go to and play the game scene frame 1. Let's see if that works. Okay, notice that it's going there, but then suddenly it's coming back. What that means is that if I go to game and I have a look at my script on game, I've got lots of scripts for my button on game, but I don't actually have a stop script on that layer as well. So every time that you have a scene where it's only one frame wrong, you should have a stop script as well. So if I go here, and there's my game happening here.